Comrade Olukayode Ezekiel Salako, the chairman of Labour Party in Lagos State. But I was going to go on and say the candidate is architect Gbadebo Rhodes Vival, as you told us. Now, I was yes. I was going to ask you.
And that is the next governor of Lagos State.
Let's talk about that a bit. You know, let's talk about that a bit because you yourself know the lie of the ground in Lagos. You know, without really beginning any campaigning. But I was wondering, you probably are saying that you're not intimidated by, shall we say, the stature of the incumbent and the level of, shall we say, achievements that have, been that the incumbent party and governor have, because you say that you actually are already celebrating. I don't know. I would have thought that people would have known that it's a serious job, and at least you won't start celebrating until you get your hands dirty a bit.
Well, revolutions don't get intimidated. Revolutions intimidate the status quo. They want to change. When a revolution wants to change a status quo, it is that status quo, it is that revolution which intimidates the status quo, not the other way around. I have told you, and I'm saying it, that there is a revolution, a divinely orchestrated revolution. It is God himself who did it on the platform of my party right now. That revolution is not intimidated because that is the same way it was in 2014 when APC said that when the people said they wanted to use APC to change the situation, the platform. The same thing is what is happening now. Nigerians are saying they are tired of APC. They are tired of PDP. They are tired of the regular platforms. They have tried and that have not changed their situation. That they are tired of it. Nigerians are saying they want to change. And that is a revolution.
And so the time...
Why should the revolution be intimidated?
From tomorrow, you'll begin to roll out what it is you're going to be doing differently. When the time for governorship election comes, what you're going to be doing differently. But as we know, the presidential shall come first. But it's an interesting one.
Hello.
Oh, hello. Good morning, hello. Ada in Jos.
I've kept it for too long. It's Ada calling from Jos Plateau State.
Good morning, madam. Please go ahead.
Good morning, yes. Okay, now I say good morning to your guest, the chairman of Labour Party. I agree with him. It's a revolution.
Yeah, good morning.
Let me tell you something. They are talking about structures. Structures, some of the political parties is sharing money, rice and beans, and what have you. We are past that stage. I mean, that is the youth are the structure. They have formed a formidable structure that can turn things around. Nigeria is blessed with resilient youth who are now wiser and have vowed to reject their shishi. Their slogan now is enough is enough. Our mumu don't do. We want to take our country back. They have resolved not to allow anybody influence their choice of voting for a competent and visionary leader who can cut down the cost of governance. The only one that can achieve this is the one who is frugal in spending and has zero tolerance for extravagant lifestyle because it's not in his DNA. We need a competent leader who can sincerely fix the myriad of problems in the nation today, which has made it difficult for youth to survive. Once this is achieved, the crime rate will drastically reduce. Crime is better fought by addressing issues that fuel it. The presidential flag bearer will be in Jos tomorrow. We can't wait to receive him in Jos. God bless this country. Everybody should know that those who show up are those who determine the winner. So people should go out and vote. Our votes will count this time. By God's grace, it will count. John F. Kennedy said, the ignorance of one voter in a democracy impairs the security of all. Let them keep peace, for man does not live by bread alone. Nigerian youth, you are a formidable force and structure that can make the organic movement change the course of history. Adhere to principles by remaining focused and you will win. God bless this country. Let's not do about Nigeria. It will get better.
Thank you very much, Ada, for calling in. Comrade Salako, that was a pleasant call-in, wasn't it?
Yes, I'm still here. I'm still here.
I know you're there. You heard, did you hear that contributor?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
She has spoken exactly the mind of the prevalent revolution that is on my party right now. APC has benefited from the revolution. PDP has benefited. It is the time of my party to benefit from the same revolution. Go and write it down.
Okay, indeed.
Go and write it down.
Okay.
The Labour Party is the next ruling party in Lagos State.
Okay.
And in Nigeria.
Let's listen to another caller. Mazi Okorafo, good morning to you, sir.
Good morning, sir. Good morning, our guest. Well, we thank God today is Tuesday, but tomorrow is a campaign proper. Now, there are very important thing we have to look into Nigeria. The question now is, how many youths are ready to go and vote? And I'm just calling on political parties and the youths, which they belong. Do not allow anybody to use you as a weapon of mass destruction. We are going to give you all these illicit drugs to take. That is why I'm calling on NDLA. Please, all those places that they sell all these illicit drugs, go there now and scatter those places before they start campaign. Because when you start campaign, you see some youthful ones that are supposed to be doing something. They'll be sitting inside booths. They'll be carrying themselves, sitting on top of the buses, which is not heard. That is not campaign. The campaign is what we talk. Campaign is grassroots, educate Nigerians how to vote and why they should vote for their own party as you wish it. Not a question of going to, when you take all this in, you start fighting one another because as Sayori, Nigerians have to be very careful. This political assassination is not healthy. Because in Nigeria, history has shown, and research work has shown that during campaign, you see a lot of assassination. Very careful because it is not healthy for Nigeria. Thank you very much, Pastor Krafo from United States. Good morning, Sayuri.
Thank you very much for calling in, Mazi Okoroafo. Comrade Salako, you heard that.
Yes, I'm here.
Yeah. Okay. You heard that. Any reaction?
Yes. Let me correct one notion that this revolution is about only the youth of Nigeria. No. It is about all Nigerians, different class of ages of Nigerians that are tired, fed up with the way governance has been undone or has been undone in their country. They are tired with the way the economy is. They are tired with the security situation. Let me shock you, Mr. Yori, that because of the security situation in this country, I have not traveled from Lagos to anywhere by road in the past 3-4 years. I have not done that. If I must travel, it must be by air. That is how bad the situation of insecurity is. As I'm talking to you right now, they are kidnapping people in different parts of the country. And they are slaughtering people.
So not that crime. The solution to
doing whatever they like with people.
The solution to the crime situation is going to be high up on Labour's agenda.
No, definitely. The Labour Party is coming with a new deal. You know, this is the party of the umbrella movement of the Labour Union in Nigeria. The Labour Union is the parent of the Labour Party. So, Labour Party is more or less like the political party for all Nigerians that are earning responsible means of livelihood, that are working.
Okay. So the point being that it's
means,
not just youths.
through dignity of labor.
So the point being that it's not just youths, which is, I think, that's what you wanted to.
It's not just the youths.
Okay.
Let me tell you those are going to be voting for Labour
Mr.
Party.
Joshua in Irewale is standing by. Let's hear from Mr. Joshua, who called in from Irewale. Good morning, sir.
Uncle Yori, good morning. How are you?
Very well, thank you. Thank you for calling.
I would only be talking for Nigeria, and I would passionately appeal to the chairman of Labour Party in Lagos State to appeal to his young people, the youth population, to see this as a contest, not a conquest, because it's politics. Politics is a game of numbers, as people will campaign, present their programs to the public, and the public will be free to choose who exactly they want to be their leader. So I think we should be talking about politics of playing fairly and squarely with other political parties. I don't see revolution as this revolution seems to be talking more about something very, very, tending towards anarchy, like you are hijacking something from other people.
Although he can speak for himself, I would guess before he speaks that he's talking about an ideological revolution.
Yes, I understand. I would also like him to please, if he is in the public, especially in the media, some people tend to take it as a militant revolution, where if you don't play by a game, if you don't accept what you are saying, then you are doomed. So at this time, while they are basking in the euphoria of their revolution, he should also be using his office as a chairman to be appealing to the youth to calm tempers, that politics is about campaigning with ideological submissions, and whatever is acceptable to people should be what everybody will be happy with.
All right.
So not a forceful kind of a thing where we are seizing power. No, it's not done that way. Thanks, sir.
Thank you very much for calling in, Mr. Joshua. Comrade Salako, first of all, maybe you want to react to the matter of the whole revolution talk could be misunderstood. Do you fear that if communication is not very, very clear?
You see, let me tell you the truth.
Sure.
Whenever there's a revolution in town, it is always about the mass movement of the people, their wishes, what they want, and they're always aggressive about it. What is happening about the revolution that is on Labour Party right now, the obedient Nigerians revolution, was the same way in 2014. The revolution was even wider in 2014. Go and do your research. I was part of it. I was an actor. It was wider. It was fiercer in 2014. The noise was even more than this. So the youth that are saying they want a change of status quo, it is, reserve their right to go about it the way they feel will make the ruling party, the current ruling party, to get the warning that they must not tamper with their wishes. February next year.
Yeah, but it's going to be a contest of ideas. Chairman, it's going to be a contest.
Definitely. You see,
it's going to be a contest of ideas.
It is not those youths you are talking about that are in the contest. It is the candidate of the party. The candidate of the party are going to be talking to you about their ideas. And the youths who are driving the revolution are going to be expressing themselves the way they feel they could continue to send the signal across.
So maybe leaders like you, the suggestion from that last caller was that leaders like you, therefore, might have the duty to be calming people down so that they don't fall into any misunderstanding of this concept of an ideological sort of a revolution, lest they begin to think.
Let me tell you this, please. It is even not like this the way it was 2014. It's better. This revolution is a responsible one. We've not seen youths, running after themselves in some environment in Lagos. We've not seen some youths, handing themselves down. They are only on social media expressing themselves.
All right.
They have the right to
I hear what you're saying. Let me bring in Matthew. Matthew has called in from Lekki. Good morning to you, sir.
Good morning, Uncle Yori.
Thank you very much for calling.
Yeah, I love what we're talking about today. And we've been talking about the campaigns. It is here. It is here with us. Fact is, this is the time we will get to see the real crowd. We will get to see the real people on the streets talking for their candidates. It is not about social media or social media abuse. And I understand what it takes to be somebody who knows what the process entails. So for the fact that we've been seeing all the cries, that does not necessarily mean that Nigerians are not tired. We are tired. We want a system that works. We want a system that speaks for the people, a system that protects the rights of the people. But it is not the way that some people have been taking it over time on social media. Campaigns should provide us the opportunity to see the real crowd, the real followership. It is not all that propaganda we get to see on social media and the rest. Whether you like it or not, you will see people are being bought with money, and as the case may be. But fact is, Nigerians want a system that works. We know people that we will put there to make the system work. And if it works for the generality of Nigerians and not for a few. I wouldn't want to mention where I belong to in this campaign, but it goes beyond social media agitation. When the campaign starts, when the candidates start going to different areas to speak on their programs, their objectives, people will get to see what crowd really entails. So Labour Party should calm down. We know what we are talking about. Thank you.
Well, thank you very much for calling in, Matthew. Matthew from Lekki there.
Labour Party that is agitating. It is a revolution. When the people are tired of their situation, you can't teach them how to comport themselves, how to express it. This is the way it was in 2014. And it is the same revolution that made APC to lose Osun State. It is the signal of that revolution that made APC to lose Osun State. And APC should be getting ready to lose Lagos State, because my party is going to be the next ruling party come by this time next year.
All
we
right.
know what is on ground. We have our dynamics, we have our strategies, and we know all the indices, indicators in the indices that will be working for us. If I want to start telling you about the 10 attributes of my governorship candidate that will make him to win the election.
Okay. I hear you, Chairman.
10 attributes. 10 attributes.
Okay,
I hear you, governorship candidate.
Let me
that will make Lagosians to vote.
I hear you. Let me bring in another caller, this time from the UK. Ade in the UK. Good morning to you, sir.
Yeah, good morning, Dr. Yori. I was waiting for campaign to start. That's why I didn't call since all these days. But having seen what is going on now, I believe that whoever God chooses it will be our president next year. God will choose president for us by next year by the grace of God. That's one I believe. God will not give us somebody we'll be lamenting over, or they'll be killing our people. I will be in London for 2-3 months on sick bread. We don't want that. But God will choose for Nigeria. That's the prayer we are praying now. No, we can't say this is the party, but we leave it for God to choose. When we are doing our election here, Sunak, everybody predicted Sunak. Even the man who predicted Nigeria, I forgot his name, Olabayo, he said Sunak will win. But here and behold, Liz was our prime minister now. It's our prime minister now. So God is the one that will choose for Nigeria so that we all this pain we are going through will cease to exist. That's my prayer for Nigeria. And that will surely happen. People might be thinking this is the man.
Thank you very much, Mr. Ade, calling in from the UK. Comrade Salako, one thing that is known even before the elections...
Yes.
Yes. Can you hear me? I was going to say I have to go. I have to go imminently, but I was going to ask you to comment on one thing that people know about your party and your presidential flag bearer is that he's a very frugal, thrifty person. And I believe that he's been speaking...
I can't hear you properly. The volume is low.
You can't hear us properly. Somebody was...
I can hear you now.
Okay. I was saying that your flag bearer, your presidential flag bearer, is known to be a frugal person. So he's also known to be a supporter, I think, of a lean government. All of those ideas, will they be translating down, do you think, so that other people like your candidate in Lagos might be expressing those kind of ideas as well?
That my presidential candidate, His Excellency Peter Gregory Obi, the next president of Nigeria, by God's grace, that he is frugal with money, doesn't mean he won't spend. He won't spend to run his election, to win his election. He's a politician. He has run for election before. He did it in Anambra State. If he didn't spend in Anambra, he won't become the governor. To spend for election is different from to be spending wastefully, to be spending recklessly. What people don't understand about Peter Obi is that he doesn't spend recklessly. He doesn't spend anyhow.
All right.
He spend to achieve. So our political party is going to be in the election. Our political party is going to be in the campaign, and we are going to be campaigning with fresh programs. The programs of the labor movement in Nigeria.
All right, we're going to have to leave it there, Comrade Salako. We really have to leave it there. But I did want to, for you to express your idea fully. I want to express our appreciation to you, Comrade Olukayode Ezekiel Salako, Chair of Lagos Labour Party in Lagos State. Thank you very much once again. I'm sure we'll be seeing more of you, maybe some of those instances in studio here. Well, that's our program today. Our guest was the Chair of Labour Party, and we do seize the opportunity to invite other parties to please come forward and let's talk about their aspirations. We want to hear it. That's our program today. Please join us tomorrow for a fresh edition. I'm Yori Folarin. Bye-bye for now.